So this last section is the sum of an infinite geometric series. So that means it goes on forever. So we can only do that if we go in each number. So let's say like, I'm dividing by 4. So as the numbers, they have to get smaller. Because think about like if you eat a cookie, right? You eat half of it, then you eat half again, and then you eat half again, and then half again, and half again, and half again. And eventually you're just gonna have like a tiny bit of crumbs, but technically you could just have a cookie forever, right? Well, the sum of that will always be one cookie. It'll just be in tiny, tiny pieces. So when something's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, we can actually find the sum. But the first thing we want to do is look at the ratio. And if we look at a ratio, we take the absolute value of that. So positive or negative. So for example, ours is -1/4. So we're just going to look at positive 1/4. The absolute value just makes everything positive. That ratio has to be less than 1 in order to do this at all. So if the absolute value ratio is greater than 1, then the sum does not exist. So that's why in all of these questions you're always going to have the sum does not exist option. So our ratio is less than 1, so the sum does exist, and we're going to use this formula. It's Sn, still for sum, but now it's the first term divided by 1 minus r. And this is your notes. So A1, 1 minus r. This one's a lot easier because you just take the first term and then 1 minus the ratio on the bottom. So 16 divided by 1 minus the ratio. So 12.8 would be the sum of the series. Alright, here's another one. Find the sum of the infinite series. So first, look at r. It's 1/2, which is less than 1. So it does exist. So to find the sum, we take the first term and then 1 minus r. So A1, 1 minus 1/2. So 1 on the top, and then minus 1/2, which is 2. Alright, find the sum. First look at r. We're going to take absolute value, so it's positive 5/6, which is less than 1. So it does exist. So first term, 1 minus r. This goes pretty quick once you get the hang of it, right? 706.901. Alright, so this one, look at our 5/2. That's 2.5. That's greater than 1. That's bad. That means the sum does not exist. Okay, we get to stop there. Alright, one more. Look at r. Take the absolute value, so it's positive. That's less than 1, so the sum does exist. Then we take the first term divided by 1 minus r. So -625 divided by 1 minus r. -390.625. That would be our sum. That's all we're going to do for this section because it just gets really repetitive. Good luck.